How do you guys, how are you? Hope you're all safe and well. Well, we're not in Blackpool. We've gone on a bit of a journey. I'll show you exactly where we are. See if you can guess where we are before I tell you. We flip the camera around. So this is the view I've got from my hotel. And that's actually the ruins of a Roman amphitheatre, which that tells you there. Bit of history on Mason's Dad channel. No Blackpool Tower, no candy floss, no popcorn. How cool is that? And that's where I'm staying. So we're actually in Chester, and I'm staying in Chester Travel Lodge, which is there. Chester Central Travel Lodge. And I'm going to tell you how much it cost me. It cost me £24 a night. How cheap is that? I have said on a few videos you can get some cheap hotel deals in Blackpool. Now, all I've done is come out of the hotel, no idea where I'm going. I have been to Chester before, but it was a while ago. Right next door to something called Riley's Sports Bar, Sports and Darts, it says on there. And on the other side is something called Popcorn. No idea where I'm going. Oh, there's a bar over there, off the wall. Might go in there for a pint. Right, okay. So we're in Chester. Let's go for a walk. Right, guys. So I've just come round the corner from the hotel. Literally. This is St. John's Street. Just outside a very old pub. Marlborough Arms. Like a lot of pubs in the UK at the moment, it's to let. So if you fancy a pub, the Marlborough Arms, which I think is quite near the town centre. Because by luck, when I booked this hotel, I'm going to be honest with you, I booked it on price. You can't beat that for a night, can you? I bet it's not 20 odd pounds in the McDonald New Blossoms Hotel. It's a lovely building, doesn't it? So at the end here, it does look like the main street in Chester. And it's called Foregate Street. So what a great location. Just by luck. With this hotel, it was called Chester Central, but sometimes they call these things. And they're actually in the centre, you've got to get an Uber or walk 16 miles. Okay, let's have a look. What's at the end of the street here? Yeah, it very much looks like the main drag. So we've got all the shops down there. And we've got, wow, look at that. All the shops down there. So what we'll do is we'll walk this way, up Foregate Street, see what we can find. And then we'll walk back down. Someone's singing his heart out there. How are you, buddy? I mean, this is amazing. Look at that. Let's stop here for a moment. Let me read this. Zoom in a little bit. Erected at the expense of Richard Lord Grosvenor. Any history buffs out there know what that means? Let me know in the comments below. Magnificent clock tower. This clock tower was erected in commemoration of the 60th year of the reign of Her Majesty Victoria, Queen and Empress. It's been there some years, hasn't it? And it's working, because that's the right time. 1:20. Okay, let's carry on up here. Clark's Shoe Shop. I've not seen one of them for a long time. It used to be a staple in Manchester when I lived in Manchester. Used to get all my school shoes from there. Busy. So I'm filming this on a Sunday and it's very, very busy. As you've just seen, it's around about 1:30. Maybe a little bit before that. Cobble streets. Not only Coronation Street, is it? Look at the cobble streets. A lot of history in Chester, isn't there? Chester and York. Two of my favourite places to go. Okay, let's go up one side of the street. Then when we go back down, whoop, hit the zoom then by mistake. Then when we go back down, we'll go down the other. The Chester Grosvenor. Very posh, very, very posh hotel. You even got the concierge there helping you in and out of your car. Well, that's not cheap to stay there, but that'll cost me more than I've paid. But again, building with lots of history. Chester Grove's that established 1865. Cool as that. Well, let's carry on walking down the cobbled road. Not Oldham cobble roads, like the song says. Boodles. See, I'm seeing all these shops now. Was it Boodle and Dunthorne when I was a kid? Used to advertise on the TV. I didn't think they existed anymore. Perhaps he's had a fallout with Dunthorne and just gone on his own. Boodles. Not too sure. Eastgate Square, Chester. So there's an indoor shopping centre there. I'm going to go in there at the moment. I'm going to carry on walking up here and see what we can find, because some of these buildings are magnificent. Absolutely love them. Wow. To Her Late Majesty Queen Victoria by appointment, formerly Bolland's Confectioners, by appointment to His Late Majesty King Edward VII. And it's now a shop. Looks like a ladies' wear shop called Roman. Probably designer shop thing. You're all thinking, Dave, have you never heard of Roman? Never heard of Roman. I've heard of Primark. I don't know, Asda George. That's where my fashion sense starts and ends. Someone else there giving us a song. Lisa Mansfield. Find her on YouTube. Singing one of my favourite karaoke songs there. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Never has a truer word been spoken. Wow. That building. You know, I always say when you come to town centres, look up and you'll always get a clue somewhere of what the building used to be, or there might even be a date stone on it. Always look up. Loads of information. When people renovate shops, they only renovate downstairs, they never renovate the upstairs. And the upstairs are mostly original. You just won't spend money on it. It costs a lot of money, doesn't it, to renovate a shop? It's not cheap. Okay, Joe Malone, London, no idea. Some posh shop that I can't afford to even walk in. There's nobody in it. What do they sell? See if I can work it out. Joe Malone, tell me in the comments below. I have no idea. Fall in love with Amber. No idea. Mapping and Webb. Now I know what Mapping and Webb is. It's a jeweller's. But again, I've not seen one for years. And again, look at the building. All these high street stores I thought had gone, but they're alive in Chester. Now, Mappin and Webb are at a jeweller's of quality. Don't forget, I used to work in a jeweller's. Well, I used to work in a H. Samuels, if you want to call it a jeweller's. And Mappin and Webb is sort of 1 or 2 steps up from your H. Samuels and your Beaverbrooks. So we've got the watch lab there. You've got any problems with your watches, any batteries or repairs. Penhaligons, established London, what do they sell? You know, I'm trying to work what these shops sell. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a blinking clue. Looks like scent. Is it some sort of scent perfume shop? If you know, let me know. Now, Loke are not only a shoe shop, they're shoe makers. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, when was the last time you saw a shop on any high street that made shoes? You nearly wiped me out then. Doing a wheelie. Obviously showing off for the camera. Scared the life out of me. Accessorise. The hole in the wand. Now I do know what that is because we've got one in Blackpool. It's a Harry Potter style themed crazy golf course. And there is one in Blackpool, just near the tower, if you want to go and seek it out. And I've done it. It was pretty good. It was only 9 holes. But the theming was good and the staff were fantastic. And it's something a little bit different to do on a rainy day. So the hole in the wand, Chester, for only $6.99 a player. Always check the websites for your best prices and opening times. This is the Blackpool one, with it not being in season. It can be closed like midweek, but only open at weekends. I'm not 100% that's the case. I'm having to talk pretty loud because I don't want to get any copyright strikes, but there's an awesome guitar player here. who's really rocking away, loving it. Love my music, as most of you out there know. Absolutely love it. Look at him, giving it some. Wow. He's even got a proper generator with him and everything. Fantastic. Right, we're going to carry on. Down here, some sort of obelisk in the middle of the street. Anybody knows what that is? If there's anything on it to tell me, let's have a quick look. Sometimes there's a plaque on the base or something, isn't there? Well, if you know what that is in the comments, please let me know. Oh, I'm wrong side of the road there, aren't I? So now we've turned in. Couldn't do that on the way back. Dave, come on, wake up. So Watergate Street. See, there's all these streets off as well. Look at the streets down there. I think that they could make another video, couldn't they? The side streets of Chester. Because they're all really nice and they're all teeming with people and shops. So we're not going to miss anything. But in this video, we're going to concentrate on the main drag, which is this one. Let's keep on going down here. Bow and Bean. What did Bow and Bean do? It's a coffee shop. Should have guessed, shouldn't I, with the bean in the title. So it looks like they do coffee and waffles. How cool is that? And you've also got some shops up there on the veranda. I wonder how many people realise that. Well, you know now, don't you? When you come to Chester now, don't forget to check out the upstairs shops. Because upstairs is a Turkish kitchen and bazaar. You don't want to miss that, do you? You really don't want to miss it. That's great. There's another veranda up there. Harriet and Dee, gift and card specialists. And then at the bottom, you've got a bar, a little bar, which is, to be fair, I've missed all these bars and pubs on my way up here. But have a look on the way back. Could do with a pint, could do with wetting my whistle, to be fair. Well, I could do with the water. No, I will be having a pint today at some point. The Watergate bar. So it's like buses, isn't it? None for ages, and then two come along at once. Looks very nice. In fact, all these bars look nice, don't they? And there's even a plaque on the wall there, look. Colin Roberts & Co. Wine and spirit merchants. Which is what this used to be. A lot of history, a lot of history. Let's carry on going down here. So it's getting a little bit quieter down here, down this end. But we're going to walk to the end. Then we're going to walk back. Antique shop up there. I love me antiques. Get out there. Love the sign as well. Antique sign. Pop in there later. Like I say, most of these shops are not for me. I'll be honest with you. Look at the wine bar. So they are all together. They're all down this end, aren't they? I was going to say you could have a pub crawl, but you could have a wine bar crawl down this end. Bohemia Boutique. It's very smart. And again, more shops up above. The Olive Tree Brasserie up there. Up above, Reed's, Rains, estate agents. I'm going to do something that, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I can't even afford to look in the window, I don't think. Let's have a look at the price of some properties, just to get an idea of what's what. So these seem to be rentals. So you've got a rental there for £2,400 a month. Rental there for £1,000 a month. See if we've got anything for sale. So one there, Chester, 375,000. That's a bungalow. That looks lovely, doesn't it? 375,000. I mean, I couldn't afford it, but look at that on the river. Is that the River Dee? Let me know in the comments below. Is it the River Dee? I'm useless, aren't I? Is it the River Dee that runs through Chester? 390,000. Then you've got a nice terraced house there for 230,000. So yeah, they are up there, aren't they? They are up there on the price. But what a nice place to live. Imagine if this was your town centre, you had this on your doorstep. All these little things, look at the Lord is my strength up there. All these little details and hidden things. Saint and Ursula's on the door there. I don't know if you can see that. That stone doorway. Wow. Be at one cocktail bar, another bar. Lots of bars down here, isn't there? The next door to that, you've got Bishop Lloyd's Bar and Terrace. Be a nice place to sit out when it's summer, wouldn't it? With your wine, or your gin, or your cocktail, or in my case, my pint of Boddingtons. Bet they don't do Boddingtons in Chester, do they? Bet they've never heard of it. I'm going to end up with some craft beer, which I don't mind a craft beer, I'll be honest with you. Don't mind a craft beer at all. Death by Tacos Restaurant and Bar. What a great name. What a great name for a restaurant, Death by Tacos. That place looks all kinds of awesome, to be fair. Looks great. And the Assembly Bar. Mason would be happy, there's a Warhammer shop there. Then a Japanese cuisine and sushi bar. Now sushi's not my cup of tea, I'm going to be honest with you. I know loads of people like it. Never been to Wagamama's. Never been to any sushi bar. Let me know what it's like. Should I try it? See, I'm a meat person. I'm not really a fish person. Not really. Like I said, it's not really my cup of tea. And it's not cheap, is it? So there's no point in spending your money on things that you kind of guess that you're not going to enjoy. Little pub there, tucked on the end. Ye Oldie Custom House Inn. Do burgers, grills, sharers and sandwiches, typical pub menu. So we're at the end. Salad and juice bar there. Bar lounge reimagined. There's a bar there on the corner that's having a bit of a refurbishment. New year, new us. Inspired by our guests and built by the team. Neil and Jason have finally got their checkbooks out. Nice to see people investing, isn't it? Really, really nice to see. Well done, Neil and Jason. Right, let's go back up here. But we'll look at the other side of the street now. So we're going to start with, well, this building here says the Guild Bar. It's very much like a church to me. So obviously it was, at one day, a church. And someone's converted it into a bar and restaurant, because it says above the door there, upstairs at the grill. Looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. I think it's a nighttime place as well. It says there cocktails, events and entertainment. I don't know if you can see that over there. Let me show you. This is on my list of places to meet, places to go. Cocktail events and entertainment, winter opening times. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So because this is a Sunday and I'm leaving on Tuesday, I'm going to have to do that tonight, aren't I, if I want to get in there. Want to get in there? I'll ask them and see if they mind me filming. And if they don't, if it's as nice as I think it's going to be, I'll do a quick video from in there and let you guys see what it's like, because that's really captivated me now. So let me show you again. Let me get up here and just turn around. Look at that. The Guild Bar. Looks absolutely amazing. And you know what? I think the clock's the right time as well. Maybe not. Maybe it's a bit fast. It's going to be right twice today, isn't it? Right, okay, let's move on. Art gallery there. Selling fine art. Never sell mediocre art, do they? It's always fine. Don't think I can afford the fine art. To be fair, I couldn't afford colour by numbers. Army recruitment place, if you want to join the army. Worthwhile, you know, joining the army. I never did it, I do regret it. Absolutely, I do regret it. I think it would have set me up for life. So anybody out there that's joined the army or been in the armed forces, or you've got family in the armed forces, thank you so much for your service. It really is appreciated, really, really is. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just saying that to, you know, to me, to get somebody to sort of like me. You know, I mean it. Frankie's Bar, another bar there. So they haven't got a real fire in Frankie's Bar, but they've got, I don't know if you can see in the window there, they've got a real fire on the telly. So there you go. Bit cheaper to run than putting the logs on a real fire. Rolly's Fudge Pantry. Well, that reminds me of, that reminds me of, what was that guy called in Grange Hill? Used to call him Rolo or Rolly or something. Was it Pogo? Not Pogo. Was it Pogo Patterson? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm getting the characters mixed up. Great actor though, young lad. But they were all good in Grange Hill, weren't they? I was a Grange Hill person, not a Biker Grove person. How are you? Or did you watch them both? Katie's Tea Rooms. Scissors. Hairstylist over there. A cigar shop. Cigar, tobacco, whiskey and rum. I feel like I'm in Havana. Termo's tobacconist. But that's been there some years, hasn't it? Let me stop here and have a look at this. Pipes. Anybody have a pipe anymore? Not too sure. Established 1817. Some history there, isn't there? Oh, they've got a whiskey tasting bar. Right, guys, end the video. No, I'm not going to end the video here. Do love a whiskey. Do love a good whiskey. Really, really do. Look at that. Like, I'm being drawn to it like a fly to light. Termo's whiskey. Well, that could be on my list for tomorrow. So we've got Beer Heroes there. I get another bar. This end of the street. You're not going to go short for a drink here, are you? We've got a beer cave, Beer Heroes, and again upstairs. There's more shops upstairs. Don't miss the shops above the shops when you come to Chester. I bet there's a few hidden gems up there. Chalk coffee. You can feel the history as you're walking around somewhere like this. You really, really can. It's amazing. Reese. No idea what Reese is. Costa Coffee. I don't mind the hot chocolate from Costa Coffee. I don't like the coffee. It's a bit weird, isn't it? And I always used to laugh at people spending £4 or £5 on a coffee. But now I'm addicted to the hot chocolate with the marshmallows and the whipped cream. Really, really nice. Shop there to let. Now I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the first empty unit we've seen? On a street this long, that's not bad, is it? Something called Gloucester used to be a spa. Retail unit to let. What a great position. I'd make a good bar, that, wouldn't it? Because all the other bars are down the road. That'd be your start of your Chester pub crawl, wine bar crawl, gin crawl, or whatever it was. Because that'd be the first one. On that little strip. Timson. Few repairs, key cutting, watch repairs, engraving. Timson, I went in a few years ago. They wanted something like, this was a few years ago as well, they wanted something like £8-9 to do a key. And I thought, no, I'm not paying that. So I found a little independent guy who did it for £2.50. Just while I'm here, and we're on the cross section of Bridge Street. I'm just going to show you down there again. Now there's quite a number of these streets that go off and down. I'm going to do another video following this one. There's too much for one video. Let's go back past the guitar man, you can probably hear him. There's a H. Samuel on the corner there. Remember, I used to work there many years ago. I've worked at the one in Oldham. I used to work at the one on Manchester Market Street, which I think is now gone. And the one in Stockport as well. When I was a lot younger, I have had proper jobs. In fact, I've had quite a number. I've had quite a number of proper jobs in my time, as well as owning the pubs for over 20 years. And I've never really kind of done what I wanted to do. That's funny, isn't it? H. Samuel's next door to Beaverbrook's. Bad planning there, wasn't there? Or is that the jewellery quarter? I have no idea. Yeah, going back to me, I've never really known what I wanted to do, to be fair. I've kind of meandered my way through life and been very, very lucky. I don't mind admitting that at all. But I've done a million jobs. So let me show you up here. I just noticed something. So up there, there's something called the Turkish Lounge. Let me show you. Turkish Lounge. Restaurant and bar. If you can see the sign up there. But that's going to be a hidden gem, isn't it? How'd you get up there? Well, you get up there through that little tiny staircase next to the O2 shop. I'm guessing the Rose. Yeah. This is great, all these little nooks and crannies. You know, I don't even like shopping. I'm going to be honest with you. Typical bloke, don't even like shopping. But even I'm enjoying this stroll down the high street. It really is nice to see that there's no shops boarded up. And I'm sure there'll be one or two that are to let and changing hands. But not at the moment. Look at that. It's a sign of the times, isn't it? Singer with a card reader. How cool is that? And fair play to her, she's getting out entertaining somebody. Don't have to put money in. But fair play to these people that get out and they busk on the streets. We all need to do something to pay the bills at the end of the day, don't we? I'm just a bit in awe of this building. I can't you can probably tell my hand's starting to shake now. Trying to keep the camera as still as possible. For any new viewers out there, I do have Parkinson's, so my hand does start to shake, and I've been holding this for quite a while now. But I'm going to carry on because I want to get to the other end of the street. So we're going past the watchtower. Clock tower? Why did I say watchtower? Watchtower. So we're going past the clock tower again, and I just want to get to the end of this street. Store closing down there, sadly. Russell and Bromley. Looks like they sell shoes and bags. New Look. Next door. And O'Hare's Jewellers. I think they'd be open on a Sunday, wouldn't you? Hopefully they're still there, established 1982. Maybe he just wants a Sunday off. And I can't blame him. Can't blame him. But you know, when I used to work at all these shops like H. Samuels and Radio Ventals, the reason I left the retail sector was Sunday opening was just starting to happen on late night Thursdays in the particular location that I was working in. And they wanted you to do this at the time for no extra money. And I just had enough. Honestly, I just had enough. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to work Sundays, and I don't want to work late nights and, you know, for the same money. If there was a financial incentive, then I would have done it. But there wasn't. Post office there. Again, nice to see. I said it on a few videos this. Nice to see a post office still open in the town centre. I know that a lot of town centres, I don't think Oldham town centre has a post office anymore. It's closed down. And then that moved into the W.H. Smiths. And that closed down. So I'm not too sure if Oldham has a post office anymore. I've not been to Oldham town centre for a while. Well, since I did that video back in November. So I'm going to have to revisit Oldham, aren't I? In fact, I might make a habit. I might make a plan. That's the one. I might make a plan to go to Bolton, Blackburn, just have a walk around, Ashton, maybe Ashton-under-Lyne, and have a walk around and see what's open. Bury's going to be a good one, isn't it? Because of Bury Market. We all know about Bury Market, or if you don't, you should do. So Bury Market is like markets used to be years and years and years ago. It's busy, it's hustling, it's bustling, all the stalls are open, there's loads of people, the atmosphere is great, you get loads of fresh food and fish and meat and obviously black puddings. Because that's what Bury's famous for, it's black puddings. Don't like black puddings myself, don't like white puddings. And you know what, I've never tried a black pudding. I just don't like the look of it. I've known loads of people that like black puddings, but it's not for me. It's just not for me. Right, okay. So we've got a Boots pharmacy. Looks like it's in an old Tudor house. Really grand. You know what, just walking down, honestly, I know I said it earlier, but you can just feel the history. Even coming off the Boots and the Santander further down. Not many places you can say that, is there? We're going to have to get over to York, aren't we? I've not been to York for a while either. We're going to have to widen my scope of what these places that I go. I love the Blackpool videos because I'm still finding my way around Blackpool. And like I said the other day in another video, every corner I turn there's something going on. There's lots of construction going on. There's lots of money going into Blackpool. You know, it is an up and coming town. I firmly believe that. I'm not just saying that because I live there. But here, you can feel the history. It's a different type of town. Obviously, Blackpool's all about the seaside, and it's in its blood, isn't it? You know, everywhere you go, you can see the sea. You can drive past the pleasure beach, even if it's not open. The arcades are there. The guy selling rock on the front. It's a different experience. But this is really, really nice. So if you're from any of the other towns around the northwest of England, or even further away, if you're watching this, there's a dessert shop. Well, that's enough reason to come to any town centre, isn't it? A dessert shop. I am going to have to get on the Manjaro. Well, by the time I finish these videos, I'm going to need to get on the Manjaro, definitely. Because everywhere I go, I like to sample things. I haven't seen a Wetherspoons yet. My favourite Wetherspoons, no doubt I'll find one before we go home. There's got to be a Wetherspoons in Chester. Got to be. Home bargains there, as I always say. No high street would be complete without a home bargains. Okay, we're just crossing Love Street. Brew house and kitchen down there. Pub dining and microbrewery. Fantastic, love pubs with microbreweries in. Well, I think we're coming to the end of the shops. There's not much more down there, is there? Oh, well, you know what, as if by magic, it's like Mr. Ben this, isn't it? The square bottle. It's a Wetherspoons. Should I do another food review from Wetherspoons? Well, I might do. I'm here for a few days, so I just might do. So we've got the square bottle there, which is the Wetherspoons. Then over there, we've got the Nag's Head, which looks like a really old traditional pub, and it looks like somewhere I can go and wet my whistle. So I think I'm going to nip in there. So there we go, guys. Bit of a walk down the main shopping street in Chester. I'm going to make another video of them streets that are going off, so keep your eyes open for the next video, because there's lots more to see in Chester. And I'm not too sure where else I'm going to get to, so subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Take very good care, guys. And like I always say, if you like what you see, subscribe. It's free. I'll see you soon in the next one. Take very good care. Bye-bye.